Hey everyone, it's Artem, and in this video we have 9 riddles that apparently only people with high IQ can solve. If you solve the riddle, you get 1 point. If you hardly solve it, you get half a point. And if you have no idea what's going on, you get 0 points. So yeah, keep track of your score and let's get right into it.
Your task is the following. Empty 1 jar of milk and 1 jar of water into a bowl. Oh wait, you couldn't think this would be that simple. There are several conditions. You must be able to differentiate between the milk and the water. You can separate the milk from the water. And finally, you aren't allowed to use any kinds of dividers to keep these two liquids apart. Wow, that's a task even Cinderella didn't have to deal with. Will you be able to figure out how to separate the inseparable?
I think I know this one. So basically, if you put the liquids together in a bowl, they're gonna mix and you're gonna fail. So what you do is you pour either the milk or the water first, you freeze it, you take it out, and then you just pour the other liquid on top. I guess you can freeze it again, but you don't really have to because they're gonna be separate anyway. So I'm pretty sure that's the correct answer.
In fact, all you need to do is to pour the water into the bowl first and freeze it.
Yep.
Then after that, just add the milk. And then you have milk on the rocks. Riddle number 2. There's a magician famous for the tricks he performs. One of such tricks is staying under the water for 10 minutes. However, one day John Smart challenges the magician, saying that he will stay under the water for 2 minutes longer.
That's brave.
To say that the magician is surprised is to say nothing. He accepts the bet and promises John to give him $5,000 if he does beat the record. All in all, John wins and gets his money. How does he manage to do this? Do you think that John could be practicing not to breathe underwater since childhood? Or perhaps he's an amphibian? What's your idea? You have 20 seconds to make up your mind.
I don't know this one. It seems kind of simple if you think about it. Like, I think the answer is going to be very basic. Maybe like murdering the magician. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea, guys.
Well, to tell you the truth,
oh my god,
John was cheating just a bit. He took a glass, filled it with
I feel
water,
pretty stupid, honestly.
and held it over his head for 12 minutes. Yep, always read the fine print on the contracts you sign.
Yeah.
Riddle number 3. Sam Princeton is so unhappy with his life, so frustrated with his boss picking at him, and so angry with himself for being too weak to leave his job and start a new life, that he shoots himself right between his eyes in the bathroom. The bullets are real. The revolver is real as well. However, in just a second, Sam goes out of the bathroom alive and unharmed. How is it possible? That's not a piece of cake. Or perhaps you've already figured it out.
He could have shot himself between his eyes by pointing up, because if he's shooting up, he's still shooting between his eyes, right? And he could have just shot, let's say, his hair, because his hair is part of his body, so technically he shot himself between his eyes.
The thing is that Sam didn't shoot at his real self, he shot his reflection in the mirror.
Alright, but my answer technically made sense, like it wasn't wrong, it was just different from their answer, so I'm gonna give myself half a point. I think that's pretty fair.
In the city where people are keen on brain teasers and riddles, 4% of people don't list their phone numbers. So, if we select 40 random people from the phone directory, how many of them will have unlisted numbers? Oops, seems you'll have to apply some knowledge of mathematics here. 20 seconds to refresh everything you've ever learned.
Okay, so 4%, right? So it's gonna be 100, that's gonna be 4,000, 50,000. I'm gonna say it's like 1,800, don't have their number, just a guess.
The answer may make you indignant. You've opened your math school books after all, but it's 0%.
What?
If the numbers of these 40 people are in the phone directory, they are already listed by default. Riddle number 5. You have 7 guests at your birthday party, and you've got to figure out how to cut your round birthday cake only 3 times to make 8 equal-sized slices. 7 for your guests and 1 for you, of course.
Okay, I feel like you have to cut in the middle and then cut it through the middle vertically and then do another cut, I guess, vertically this way. So then you would have 4 pieces on top and then 4 on the bottom. Pretty sure that's correct.
Answer?
Through the middle.
Well, first off, you have to cut vertically right down the middle of the cake to make 2 equal pieces. Do the same thing, but this time horizontally to make 4 slices. Your third and final cut should be laterally across the cake,
Yep.
which will quickly turn your 4 slices into 8. Riddle number 6. A blind man had been dreaming of being able to see again for many years. This had been his biggest wish. After some time, his doctor confirmed that he could have an operation that would solve his problem. The man couldn't be happier. The surgery went well, and the man took the train to go home. The doctor allowed him to take his bandages off 3 hours after the operation. So the man was so impatient that he did this while still on the train. But as soon as he finished, he committed a suicide jumping off the train. His operation was successful, so why did he do this? 20 seconds for you to solve this mystery.
Maybe because he was in pain, or maybe because he took them off. I don't know. I don't know.
Why could a man whose dream has come true kill himself? In fact, it was a tragic coincidence. When the man opened his bandages, the train was going through a dark tunnel. That's why the man thought he was still blind and killed himself.
Oh my God.
Riddle number 7. Your friend asks you for a favor and gives you $5 asking you to buy something to eat, something to drink, something to feed his cow with, and something to plant in his garden. At the same time, you're allowed to buy just one thing. What are you going to buy? To eat, to drink, to feed the cow, and to plant?
Okay, it could be an apple because you can eat the apple, you can squeeze it and get juice, and you can also plant the seed of the apple. But would a cow eat apples? Also watermelon, for example, similar thing, get the juice, eat it, and then plant the seed. But I don't know if cows would eat watermelon or apples.
You can go and buy a watermelon.
Yes!
You can eat it, you can drink it, you can feed the cow with the rinds, and as for the watermelon seeds, you can easily plant them in the garden.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I deserve the full point because even though I did say that you can eat, plant, and drink the watermelon, I wasn't quite sure if a cow would eat it, but apparently the cow would eat the rind, which is basically the peel of the watermelon. I'm gonna give myself the full point because I did say watermelon as, I guess, one of my answers, which is correct.
Once a king sentenced a man to death for a crime he had committed. However, the king was a kind man, so he allowed the man to choose the way he would prefer to die. But the man was clever and managed to say something that saved him from the capital punishment. Which death did he choose?
It would be nice if they gave us the options of the different death sentences because I don't know what death sentences there are. Maybe getting shot, taking a pill or something, getting on the electric chair. Back in the day, maybe getting hung or getting your head chopped off. But I don't know which one would save him.
Well, being a clever man, the culprit chose to die of old age.
I'm pretty sure a lot of you got this one. How did I not think of that?
Riddle number 9. 2 men are standing on the edge of an abyss on a wood board. One of them is holding a gun and wants to shoot the other one. But if the second guy falls down, the first one will fall into the abyss.
True.
Is there a possible way for one of them to survive? Who will actually die?
Well, they can both survive if the guy doesn't shoot him and just kind of walks towards the land from the wooden board. But if he's gonna shoot him, I'm gonna say that they're both gonna die, but there has to be a way that they're not gonna die. Or at least one of them. I think the guy with the gun has no choice because he's dependent on the other one. Because if he shoots him, he's gonna go down. And if the guy in the red just kind of steps off the wooden board, guess what? The guy with the gun is going down as well. So the red one has a higher chance of surviving in this case.
In fact, the thing is that the answers to this riddle are too diverse, and everyone just thinks differently. So, what is your idea? We hate to leave you hanging over the abyss, but hey, it's what we do sometimes.
Well, in that case, I want you to comment down below how you solved this riddle and what is your solution. And also, this is how many points I got. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, so let me know your score in the comments. Maybe someone got 9 out of 9. Who knows? And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any video ideas, let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.